Hello and welcome to yet another video with exciting news about the ChartMill platform. You may or may not have noticed by now, but ChartMill recently released a major update to the stock charts page. New color schemes, indicators, overlays and a bunch of other functions. And in this video I go over all these new features and how you can customize them all to your own liking. So I start on the stock charts page. And this is my default layout. It's a two charts view that shows the daily and the weekly charts side by side, and on both charts I have added multiple moving averages. So click this icon to open the chart settings, and there are separate tabs, general settings and colors. So let's start with the general settings. The first one, no windows, is useful if you have added one or more indicators to your chart. So first let's add some indicators, for example the MACD indicator and also the RSI indicator, both with standard settings. So both indicators are now visible below the chart. And by default, a time bar will be visible for each indicator, but since it is also visible under the price chart itself, you get a repetition of that information. And to avoid that, you can check the No Windows checkbox. So open the settings, No Windows checkbox, and now the different indicators fit nicely with the chart and only one horizontal time bar is visible at the bottom. Keep in mind, however, that with this option, the legend is no longer visible either. The No Legend option speaks for itself. In this layout, for example, the legend provides information about each simple moving average that is shown on the chart. Personally, I don't need this information because I use these settings by default and know this information by heart, but it is useful when sharing the chart with others. So this option allows you to make the legend visible or not. The outer border option is a minor detail, but I do use it. If selected, a border is shown around the price chart, making it clearly distinct from the rest of the information. If price axis markers is checked on the right axis, you can see the most recent closing price and also the last value of the moving averages visible on the chart. The volume is always automatically displayed below the chart. If you do not want to see it, check the option No Volume. This option was specifically added to remove the default view if you prefer the indicator average volume. So average volume can be selected as an indicator. So I will add the indicator average volume. But it was then added below the default volume. So if I select again the volume, the default volume, so in the previous version it was always visible below the default volume. So making the volume bars visible twice, once with and once without the average volume line. This new option allows you to remove the default volume, which improves visibility. And finally, the last three checkboxes. First, the option to choose a logarithmic chart. This was pretty high on the list of requested features. Now, if you don't want to see a watermark on the chart, as you can see over here on the chart, then simply check this option, so it disappears. And then finally the price markers, showing the price of the swing highs and swing lows identified by ChartMill, and I always have this option checked by default because it allows me to very quickly identify a sequence of higher tops or lower consecutive bottoms. This field allows you to provide extra space after the most recent bar relative to the vertical price axis to the right. For example, if I enter the value 5, you will see that the last bar moves a bit to the left and creates some extra space to the right. So set it back again to 0. So this can be useful if you want to make annotations on the chart after the last bar, such as trend lines. And if we take the stock service now as an example, and a symmetrical triangle pattern is currently forming. And I will show it, choosing a color. So this is a symmetrical triangle pattern. Now, to make the upper and lower limit of that pattern also visible after the last price information, it is more convenient to add some extra space on the right first. So in this case, I insert 25 additional periods. Now, when I redraw the symmetrical triangle pattern, I can easily extend the lines beyond the last bar. Time to take a quick look at the different color options. A distinction is made between the color for the background elements and the color of the actual price bars or candles. So for the background color, you have by default two options, the light mode or the dark mode, as you can see right now. So switching back to the light mode. Through the custom mode, you can adjust the background color, the line color, the text color, and even the default indicator color on the chart. The possibilities are pretty endless, so go ahead and discover what works best for you. And as for the color of the bars or candles, there are 4 predefined options. There is default, rustic red-green, fluorescent red-green, red-blue, or custom. So, for example, fluorescent red-green, so it'll change and it goes well with the dark background. So changing this to dark mode, apply. So this is a dark background and then the fluorescent candles or bars. You can also change the colors for the candle. There is also a custom option. Again, testing is key to developing your own ideal color scheme. Also a few other important new features that were added based on your requests. For example, as an overlay, the Ichimoku clouds full. Those were updated. And also, this one is a rather important one, we've added the volume profile. That is now visible on the chart as an overlay. And finally, in addition to the regular candlesticks, we've also added the Heikin Ashi candlesticks. So those are pretty much the main changes in this chart update, but I immediately add that this is only the first part of a more comprehensive update, and many additional features are planned in the coming months, mainly focusing on the combination of technical and fundamental data that will be made visible on the chart, and new features that we as founders are very excited about and looking forward to. So if you would like to try these latest novelties but do not have a ChartMill account yet, create one. It is completely free, and no, we do not ask for any paying information. A free version is always free, even after the trial period, where you get 2 weeks of full access. And to make it very clear, the free version never automatically changes to a paying subscription when the trial period is over. So feel free to let us know in the comments what you think of this update. Finally, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done already. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.